Hello guys and welcome back to Happy Freak Friends. I'm Chris X and we are playing for the first time 7 Days to Die, and I'm here for a small tutorial how to make a mini bike in the game. I'm playing currently on PS4, so the latest update, the Alpha 19, is not available for consoles yet, unfortunately. I really expect that to be as soon as possible. But today we're learning for the PS4 gamers and probably also the Xbox how to make a mini bike. So first of all, I've got all the items here. I'm going to explain you how to make them, where to find them, etc, etc. By starting, in order to make a mini bike, you will have to visit mostly a book store, which they are scattered around the world, but also in the big cities available. For example, there is one over here in Parishton, if I remember right the name. I'm not sure if it's located here in Deersville. I doubt that there is a bookstore, but generally you can find them anywhere on the map, just by walking around. So as soon as you will get this book, which is the mini bikes something, I don't remember the name, you will see it is mini bikes for amateurs, for noobs, I don't know, something like that. I really don't remember the name of the book. You will just have to read it, and after you will need the rest. So first thing that you will have to make is a forge. Of course, in order to make a forge, you need also some material. You will need some small stone, some lump of clay, which you can take from the brown areas of the map. You will just have to dig there, and you will take some clay in no time. Some short iron pipes, which you can take from cars by using a wrench. Wrenches are also easily to be found, scattered also around the world. You will find many. I've already found like 11. It's pretty easy to find. So you will need a wrench in order to use it in a car, and get some short iron pipes. And also you will need to craft one bellows. In order to craft a bellow, you will need either animal hide or leather. Also easy to be found, especially if you're just destroying couches, sofas, whatever you prefer in the world, and you will get leather in no time, or by killing animals, and you will take some animal hide. And also another short iron pipe, which is easily to be found by cars again, and wood, which is the easiest material you can find in this game. So as soon as you will collect all these, you will just have to craft the bellows, just one, and afterwards you will need to craft the forge. So you place the forge, and secondly, you will need also a workbench. Now for the workbench, you will need to make some forged iron, which is not so difficult since you have the forge. You will just have to melt some iron together with clay, and you will get the possibility to forge iron. So you just need 25 pieces of that, not too much. You need about 250 iron. You will need also 20 mechanical parts. This is the hard thing, the hardest of the workbench, because you can find mechanical parts by using your wrench, mostly on air conditioners, because they give you a lot of mechanical parts. Cars as well, they don't give you so much, probably one mechanical part at a time at a car. But it's better to go find some air conditions, and they will give you multiple mechanical parts. You will need then to sacrifice a wrench, which is not so hard because you will find many wrenches, as I told you. And afterwards you will need to find or craft a claw hammer, which is not so hard to craft. You can make a claw hammer by using forged iron and wood, 12 and 12. It's not a big deal. You will just have to make one and sacrifice it in order to make the workbench. Now, why do we need those two items here? First of all, we will need to make the mini bike chassis. In order to make the mini bike chassis, we have to go to our forge, and we can craft it here after reading the book that I've told you in the beginning. So as soon as you will read the book, you will be able to make some chassis, which is pretty easy because you will have to melt 200 iron. You don't count this as an iron, but here this is the iron that you need, and you have to melt some clay, easily to be melted. I already have here 4500 clay melted, plus those that is not melted yet. So you will just need 20 clay, 200 iron, and as soon as you will have that, you will just have to craft it, and you will get a mini bike chassis. Now let's go to the next one, which is the mini bike handlebars. In order to make the mini bike handlebars, you will have to go to your workbench, and you will have to craft or find in the world, which is a little bit rare. It's better to craft it. You will have to craft handlebars. Why? Because the mini bike handlebars, which is the next recipe, can be made only if you have one handlebar. So you craft by using duct tape, 2 of them. If you don't find duct tape, you will just need some cloth and glue, which is also pretty easily to be found, in order to make duct tape. You will need some leather, 1 mechanical part, which again from cars, air conditions, etc., etc., by using your wrench, and 6 pieces of iron pipe. As soon as you will have the handlebar, you can go to make the mini bike handlebar, which you will need to use here. You see, 1 handlebar. You will need 2 more duct tape, a headlight, pretty easily to be obtained by using the wrench on cars, some electrical parts. Also, you will need to use your wrench on cars, fridges, refrigerators, air conditions, etc., etc. And you will take many electrical parts and 2 more short iron pipes. And there we have it. You can craft the mini bike handlebars. Now for the rest, for the third item, which is the easiest to be found, mini bike wheels. You will just have to go outside, find wheels on the ground, and just hit them. And there is a chance, a big chance, that you will get some mini bike wheels. I've already found many, I've sold many, because it's also very good to find and sell to the traders, because they cost around 500, the currency of the game. And you can find many. You can stop all the time on the main roads, hit the wheels, get some wheels. Of course, the price is also because of the quality, but it's easy to find good quality wheels, so you will have wheels in no time. The next one is the mini bike seat. Mini bike seat can be crafted again on a workbench. You will just have to read the book, of course. Okay, let's say that you've done it already, and you can craft the mini bike seat. For that, we will need 4 duct tape. Again, finding duct tape is not that hard, but also there are options to craft duct tape by using cloth and glue. You will need some leather, 7 leather, 3 cotton, they're everywhere around the world, and 4 more short iron pipes. And we will have a mini bike seat. Now the rest will need to be found. Next is the battery and the engine, the car battery and the engine. In order to find those, not so hard, believe me, batteries and engines, you will just have to use your wrench on cars around the world, that they're not just a skeleton. You will have to find cars that they are still intact, so you will have to use the wrench, and there is a possibility that you will find the battery and an engine, both maybe sometimes, but okay, it's pretty rare. One time you will take the battery, one time you will take the engine. Next, for the hardest, in my opinion, part, okay, not so hard, but you can find shopping baskets, which is not necessary to use it. I mean, the 2 last things, the 2 last parts are not necessary in order to use a bike. But of course, it's good to have a basket, because you have some more extra space if you will go outside, away from your base. Let's say you will want to go somewhere so far away, and your inventory is pretty small. Even if it looks big, it's not that big. So you will have some more inventory space. You can find them inside shops. I found, for example, here is a shop right over here, so there is a guaranteed shopping basket, but there are many other shops around the world, pretty much everywhere, so you can have many shopping baskets. You just need one, of course, just go wandering around and you will find yourself a shopping basket in no time. And the hardest for me, I don't know why, I haven't found many, I just have found one, is the padlock. That also can be found around the world, but you will have just to be lucky. Again, if you play on not an online server, if you play solo, you don't need a padlock, because that's the use. The only use of a padlock is to lock your bike in order not to be stolen by another player. And finally, you will need much of gas. Of course, by destroying all these cars, dismantling with the wrench all these cars, you will have get already much gas cans, many gas cans, and it's gonna be enough in order to fuel your bike. So now, of course, it's nighttime, and I'm kind of curious if they will attack my base again. It's already the 44th night. Sometimes hordes come at night, and I hate it. That's why I have all those spikes around. So let's go to build our mini bike. After collecting all those items, of course, the most important, in my opinion, is to find the book. It's not so rare. I mean, in a cracker bookstore you will find it pretty easily, I guess. But also in the crates that you will get from the sky. Sometimes there are books in there, as well as schematics. So I have already one bike here, as you can see. I've got all those items here and another padlock. Yeah, okay, that was the second padlock I found. Forgot that I had one more. But yeah, let's build our new mini bike. So the only thing that you will need to put in your bar down there is the chassis, because you will have to start building your bike. Oops, yeah, I just ate one of those. And as soon as you will put your chassis, now you can just interact with the bike. It doesn't matter on what order you will put them, it's exactly the same. Let's put the handlebars, the wheels, the seat, the battery, and the small engine. I will not put these two yet, just want to show you that it can work even without them. You just don't have enough space. For example, here, that it has a shopping basket, you have some additional space here, the mini bike storage. Here, for example, this option is not available. It says that we have to add basket in order to access the storage. Alright, so afterwards we will have to have gas, because without gas you cannot drive a bike. So just a few gas. Of course, it takes a lot of gas. In order to be fully loaded, you will need about 2000 gas. Okay, I think it's full. And now, of course, it has a very, very bright light. We can use the mini bike. And we don't need to care about the basket and the padlock. Of course, if you play online, you will need the padlock for obvious reasons. Oops, I forgot to turn off the light. I got my own. Alright, let's complete it now by adding the shopping basket and the lock. It's better to have everything on it. And that's how you can craft yourself a mini bike. For now in consoles, because I know that in Alpha 19 for PC only, yeah, I know PC gamers are always more privileged than us. They got some gyrocopters now, they got SUV or something. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating that we don't have the Alpha 19 yet. I hope it's gonna happen soon, but generally you can enjoy this game even in consoles. And of course you can play also random maps. I will start a random map adventure on Nomad difficulty soon, because this Navisgan, I don't know how's it called, Navisgan, something like that, is already mostly been conquered. So I don't believe that I'm going to continue this, but generally this video was for the mini bike. and I hope you have enjoyed it, and you will make one mini bike yourself soon. The game is out on PS Store in discount, so I think it's a good time to buy it. I don't know for how long. And of course, if you like the video, please leave a like, because it will help me, and share this video if you think that it helped you. And of course, please stay tuned and check my new videos that I will make on 7 Days to Die with a new generated map that I will play. And as always, I was Chris X, and I'll see you all next. Goodbye.